Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm here to help you. Today's topic is all about the Spain student visa for 2026 and everything you need to know before starting your studies abroad. If you're planning to study in Spain in 2026, this video is for you. Spain is one of Europe's most popular destinations for international students, offering excellent universities, affordable tuition, and an incredible lifestyle. But before you can begin your studies, you'll need the correct student visa. In this guide, we're going to walk through everything you need to know about the Spain student visa for 2026. We'll cover where to apply, the documents you'll need, financial requirements, and health insurance. We'll also discuss working while studying, renewing your visa, bringing your family, and what options you have after graduation. Let's get started with everything you need to know. The first step is knowing where to submit your application. In most cases, student visa applications must be submitted at the Spanish consulate in the country where you legally reside. You'll also need to prove that you legally live within that consular district. So you should always check the official website of the Spanish consulate responsible for your area before submitting your application. There is one important exception. If you're going to study an official university degree in Spain, you may be able to apply from inside Spain instead. Knowing where you're allowed to apply is the first step toward making sure your application goes smoothly. One of the most important documents in your application is your admission letter. Before applying for a student visa, you must first be accepted into a recognized full-time educational program in Spain. The admission letter needs to include several key details. It should clearly show your name, the details of the educational institution, and the duration of your program. It must also include confirmation that you're enrolled as a full-time student. This document forms the foundation of your student visa application. Without it, your application cannot move forward. That's why securing your place at a recognized institution should be one of your highest priorities. Spain also requires applicants to prove they have enough financial resources to support themselves during their studies. For 2026, applicants must demonstrate access to at least 600 euros per month for living expenses. If your program lasts one full year, that means you'll need to show at least 7,200 euros in available funds. There are several ways to prove this. You can provide bank statements, scholarship confirmations, or evidence of financial support from your parents or legal guardians. The goal is to demonstrate that you'll be financially able to live in Spain without facing financial hardship during your studies. Preparing this documentation carefully is an important part of a successful application. Health insurance is another essential requirement. You'll need private health insurance from a provider that's authorized to operate in Spain. The insurance policy must cover the entire duration of your studies. It must also have no copays or deductibles and provide coverage equivalent to Spain's public healthcare system. It's important to know that travel insurance does not meet this requirement. In addition to health insurance, applicants must also provide a medical certificate. The certificate must confirm that you do not suffer from any disease that could have serious repercussions for public health according to the International Health Regulations of 2005. Having both your insurance and medical certificate prepared before applying can help avoid unnecessary delays. The length of your program determines the type and duration of your authorization. If your studies last less than 6 months, you may receive a student stay authorization instead of a full student visa. If your program lasts longer than 6 months, your visa will typically be issued for 1 year. The good news is that it can be renewed annually for as long as your studies continue and you continue meeting the necessary requirements. Understanding the duration of your authorization helps you prepare for future renewals and stay compliant during your time in Spain. If your program is longer than 6 months, there's another important step after arriving in Spain. You'll need to apply for a TIE, also known as the Foreigner Identity Card. This card serves as your official residence card while you're living in Spain. You'll apply for it at your local immigration office or police station after arriving in the country. The TIE is necessary for many everyday activities. For example, you'll need it when opening a bank account or signing a rental contract. Although receiving your visa allows you to enter Spain, obtaining your TIE is an important part of establishing your stay once you arrive. One of the biggest questions international students ask is whether they can work while studying. The answer is yes in certain cases. Student visa holders can work up to 30 hours per week in Spain, provided that the employment doesn't interfere with their studies. There are also additional conditions. The employer must request authorization from the immigration authorities. In addition, the work contract must comply with the conditions established by your student visa. This allows many students to gain work experience while continuing their education. If your studies continue beyond your initial authorization, you'll need to renew your student visa. Renewals are completed annually to ensure your status remains legal. To qualify, you'll need to remain enrolled in your educational program, maintain valid health insurance, and continue meeting the financial requirements. Timing is also very important. Renewal requests should be submitted during the last 60 days before your current visa expires. Preparing your renewal in advance can help ensure there are no interruptions to your legal stay in Spain. Many students wonder what happens after graduation. Is there a future in Spain? Time spent in Spain on a student visa does not count fully toward permanent residency. However, it may count partially depending on your later immigration status. Once you've completed your studies, you may be able to change your status if you meet the requirements. For example, if you secure employment in Spain, you can apply to switch to a work permit. Once you've completed your studies, you may be able to change your status if you meet the requirements. This gives many graduates opportunities to continue building their future in Spain after finishing their education. If you're planning to move with your family, there is good news. Student visa holders can request family reunification for their spouse or dependent children. However, you'll need to provide additional financial evidence showing that you're able to support them during their stay. Approved family members will be able to live with you in Spain. However, they won't automatically have permission to work. If they wish to work, they'll need to apply for separate authorization. Understanding these rules can help families prepare before relocating together. Let's answer a few of the most common questions. How early should you apply? It's recommended to apply at least 3 months before your program begins. Spanish consulates can take up to 90 days to process student visa applications. Applying early helps reduce unnecessary stress before your studies start. Do online or part-time programs qualify? No. Only recognized full-time, in-person educational programs qualify for the Spain student visa. Only recognized full-time, in-person educational programs qualify for the Spain student visa. Can you switch to another visa without leaving Spain? In most cases, yes. If you meet the requirements for another immigration category, you can usually change your status from within Spain. Getting your student visa for Spain in 2026 requires careful preparation and planning. The most important parts of the process include obtaining your admission letter and preparing proof of financial resources. You'll also need to arrange private health insurance and make sure all your documentation meets the official requirements. Once your visa is approved, you'll be able to study in Spain and enjoy limited work opportunities where permitted. You'll also have the opportunity to potentially build a long-term future in the country. With proper planning, your academic experience in Spain can be both rewarding and smooth. Applying for a student visa can feel overwhelming, especially when you're preparing documents, meeting deadlines, and making sure every requirement is satisfied. That's where MoveWise can help. Our team provides tailored support based on your individual situation, helping simplify every stage of your application. We help optimize your application timeline so everything progresses on schedule. From preparing documents to final submission, we provide end-to-end support throughout the process. Our specialists can also provide guidance regarding the tax obligations and options associated with your student visa. We carefully review your documentation to ensure it meets official requirements. And for extra peace of mind, MoveWise offers a 100% money-back guarantee if your application is not approved. If you're planning to study in Spain and want professional support with your student visa application, MoveWise is here to help. Book your 100% free consultation today, and our team will guide you through every step of the process. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.